Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May I congratulate my right honourable friend in spending 40 hours, apparently 4 clean shirts and a packet of Haribo, in implementing the Labour Party manifesto in his conversations in Brussels. Doesn't this actually show the problem that for so much Labour he has achieved so little? That the European Union is a failing organisation, a failed common fisheries policy, a failed common agricultural policy, a single market that shackles us with regulation that makes us fundamentally uncompetitive, an immigration system that is betraying people who get to Europe, and not to mention the Eurozone, which, thank heavens, we're not a member of.
Of the same crime by that token, because all of us Conservatives stood on that manifesto. We all thought that we were going to get reform of the EU as a result of the renegotiation to adjust our immigration policy so that we would be able to cope with that. We didn't get a sausage, we didn't get anything.
We do not, though, need to be part of a European Union that is changing rapidly. It's going to have to become much more akin to a United States of Europe over the next decade.
Okay. And the question that we face on the 23rd of June is, are we going to make those problems our problems? You see, we do have other options. Because we kept the pound, because we kept our passport checks, we do have an alternative. We can reorient away from the enervated, declining, collapsing Eurozone back towards the rest of the world, not least our natural hinterland in the English-speaking common law countries. But don't imagine that there is an option on the ballot paper that allows us to stay where we are. The status quo is not on offer. Think of it rather as 2 diverging roads. One leads to a relationship with the EU based on a common market, not a common government. Such a relationship, indeed, as is enjoyed by every other non-EU state and territory that is geographically in Europe. Worth stressing, there is no country in Europe, with one exception, that faces trade barriers or tariffs when selling to the EU. Isle of Man, Macedonia, Montenegro, Monaco, Switzerland, any of them, they are all part of that broad free trade area that stretches from non-EU Iceland to non-EU Turkey. Only country that has chosen to stand aside is Belarus. So whatever the future holds for a post-EU Britain, the one thing that is certain is that we will not be excluded from EU markets. And I've never heard anyone in Brussels in the 17 years that I've been there suggesting that we will.
I've been very thoughtful today about that long journey that I've been on over 21 years. And I'm reminded of what Gandhi said. Gandhi said, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they attack you, and then you win.